You know, we have had so many storms here recently, and that means that it is time to check your roof. But it's also a time to beware of scams. There are so many that are out there right now, and the Kentucky Roofing Contractors Association wants to remind you to look for certified, reputable contractors and avoid those storm chasers, those folks that are knocking on your door who are not local or trustworthy. Joining me here is Robin Miller. She is the Executive Director of KRCA, and Ryan Jackson, President of the Louisville Roofing Company, to tell us about how to look for those reliable roofing contractors. The minute that I said, guys, the people that knock on your door, Robin is nodding her head because I cannot tell you how many people I've had tell me, what is going on? I've had all these total strangers that hand somebody a card and say, oh, yeah, I'm like legit. I mean, that should be warning sign number one.
Exactly. I almost brought my stack of papers today because I had so many in my door yesterday even when I got home. In fact, when I opened my door, all these papers fell out because they were all stuck in there. Yeah, it's really it's a scary time, you know, for that. First of all, I hope everybody's okay because we've had like some amazing, crazy weather.
And it's been really scattered. The severity of the different parts of the community, you know, from hail to wind, it's very, very scattered, and it feels like you really need to, more than ever, go with a certified, a reputable business to really assess what your specific situation is, because it may not be what folks in Southern Indiana had that you may have out in Prospect.
Exactly, you know, because a lot of people don't know that in Kentucky there is no licensing for roofing contractors. We're kind of like the wild, wild west in Kentucky with some of our rules and laws and things like that. And so many years ago, the Kentucky Roofing Contractors Association realized that we didn't have licensing in Kentucky. We wanted to get it, but instead, we took the idea of self-regulation under our wings, and we decided to certify our roofing contractor organizations and companies that are our members to make sure that they are safe, they're professionally educated, they're bonded, they're insured. And so we launched our certification program. And so we really encourage homeowners to look for a reputable contractor who has been certified by the Kentucky Roofing Contractors Association.
Helping homeowners in some capacity with kind of a vetted list.
Exactly.
You're on the vetted list.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Absolutely. You're a certified contractor. And
but that must be hard for you. You've got to fight, you know, the kind of the scams that are going around there and say, hey, I'm certified, I'm reputable, and you probably have to go in and fix a lot of the work and clean
That's
up.
what
And
I
those
wanted
are
to talk about
stories.
today.
Yeah.
Was there's no if someone comes from out of town, they knock on your roof, they do your job. It's very unlikely they're going to follow up on it. If anything goes wrong, you have any small issues, most warranties require an inspection every 2 years. They're not going to be able to follow up and do any of those things. So we're going to come behind and try to fix people who already spent their insurance money. Now they're trying to come out of pocket to fix whatever issues they might have. Then a lot of these guys don't have proper workers' comp. It's law in Kentucky, but there is no device to check and make sure that they have it. There's no way to enforce that law unless something bad happens. So if someone's working in your home without workers' comp and someone is hurt, now you could be on the hook for that. Your homeowner's insurance actually has liability to cover that, or you could come out of pocket for it.
It sounds like people that know how to work the insurance system, right? Like, I know I'm here to maximize and take all the money you've been given for insurance.
Exactly.
And then how else can we double bill them, so to speak, and now get workman's comp?
Right.
Yeah.
It's really a crazy.
Oh gosh,
it's really a crazy
that
situation.
Makes me nervous.
And it's so sad because we at the KRCA, we get phone calls from people who have been scammed or don't know what to do. And honestly, at the KRCA, we don't really have recourse for that. We're not a punitive body. We're more of a body that is making sure that our members and the people that we would put on our website out there are reputable and professional. They've been professionally educated. So our KRCA certified contractor members have $1 million liability insurance, a $10,000 bond. They're a member in good standing. They've signed a code of ethics, because that's important too, to be an ethical business person. And they also have committed to taking professional education every year to maintain professional standards with what they're doing. And unfortunately, we get these calls from people who've just been, spent every dime that they had, money that they don't have, trying to get something fixed, and then only to have, another one of the good guys come back in and try to fix it up.
Then to have to come out of pocket, right? Because we've depleted all those funds. What's the first step you recommend to homeowners if they suspect they have damage?
To call a reputable contractor, to look at the KRCA, call a contractor off that list, get an
Contractor
inspection.
first or insurance company first?
I would call a contractor first to see if you have damage, to see, because the insurance, if you don't have any damage at all, it can mark you as claim conscious. You don't want to file a claim until it's been inspected. You want to take a look at it. And there should be no charge for that. I don't know of any local reputable contractors charging for an inspection, and they shouldn't make you sign anything, and there should be no money down. You should not write any checks until you see material in your yard. If a contractor needs a deposit, it shouldn't be written until there's material. Most reputable contractors take no deposit at all. You get paid when the job is finished.
Is it typical for, once you've hired that contractor, for them to negotiate the rest of the terms with the insurance company?
Only when it comes to scope.
Gotcha.
So as contractors, we are not allowed to negotiate anything to do with the insurance policy. So say insurance didn't pay for a skylight that's damaged by hail. We are the experts only when it comes to the scope of work, to what is damaged. So we will discuss that with the insurance company, nothing else. We should never go outside of that.
Very limited discussion.
Yes.
That's okay.
And there are strict laws in Kentucky. Again, they're not heavily enforced, but there are very strict laws about us not doing that.
Yeah, and like you said, there's just like, if something bad happens, there's no recourse, right? There's nobody to go to.
Right.
You're just kind of out of luck. And I think for a lot of homeowners, we want to limit our costs because everything is still so expensive. We want to get a deal.
Yes.
Right? But sometimes the deal may not be the deal,
right,
you know, once we're coming out of pocket. So to be very careful on this. All right. And I guess just go to the website.
Yeah.
Everything is there.
KRCA.org. And if there are any roofing contractors out there that do fit our criteria, that want to become a member and want to become certified to be added to the list, we'd be happy to add you on there. But go to KRCA.org, find a roofing contractor, certified contractor, and there you have it.
And safely get through the repair season that is ahead of us. Thank you all so much.
Oh my gosh,
good
thank you.
information.
It's just,
hey, to learn more, just go to krca.org.